function here, 3x plus 5, and after that we're going to find f10 and the inverse function of 32. And we have another nonlinear function, gx x squared 16, and we're going to find g2 and the inverse function of 1. Okay, there are two ways of solving this. Let's just focus on the linear function, 3x plus 5 first. Control, I'm going to open a calculator, add page, add calculator, and type define fx 3x plus 5 and done. So stated done here, it means the calculator has stored them, and f10 and we get 35 right away. Okay, so f10. So how to find the inverse function? But before that, this is one of the method. Another method is through graph. So I'm going to open a graph here. At graph 3x plus 5, we get a linear graph as we are looking for 10. Okay, we can use Control T to see the table here. The x value is 10, and let's scroll down and see what we get for 10, and it is 35. Okay, so it's either through the graph, Control T from the table, or from the define fx here, and we get 35. And the second question is to find the inverse of 32. So if f10, it means x equal 10, but for the inverse, 32 here, it's not x value, it is a y value. So y value means the y-axis. I'm going to close the table, Control T again, and it will be off for a while. And the maximum is 6.67 we have here. Double click on it, so maybe I put up to 40. Why? Because we need y32. So the y32 will be somewhere here maybe, and it will be a horizontal line. That is what we are expecting. So let's add that line. Tab and 32. Okay, so the intersection will be the solution or the answer for this question. So how to find the intersection? Menu, number 6, analyze graph, and we choose number 4, intersection, and we are going to trace this, and we get 9 as the answer. So the the 32 is the y value, and the 9 is the x value. That is exactly what the question's looking for. So this is 9, and f10 we get 35 earlier. Okay, let's look at the non-linear function here. So I put gx. So let's look at the calculator here. So if, let's say, I put fx, this will override the previous fx. Okay, so I need to type define fx, equal, and input a fraction, square and 16. Alright, once it's done, it's override the previous fx, and we are looking for f2. That should be 1 over 4. So the g2 here, or f2, is 1 over 4. Again, we can also get that through graphing. So I'm going to open another graph here, and that should, let's put this, x squared over 16. And we have a quadratic, and Control T to see the value of x here, and the x2, we get 0.25. 0.25 is 1 over 4. And let's close this table. And the inverse, 1. So again, 1 is the value of y-axis. So 1 is y-axis. We're going to draw a horizontal line. Press tab, and we put 1 here. And the intersection is the solution. We can see it crosses at 2 points here. And let's trace them. Analyze graph, intersection. Okay, intersection, -4. And let's do the same for the other side. Intersection, +4. So we have two answers for this, -4 and +4.